into my eyes and show me your adventures I haven't seen. Taking all the life, it hits the spot. Walking on fantasy. So take me, baby, take me to a state of mind that's made up, baby, that's made up all that we find.
Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm hoping that you all are having a lovely day today. So today we are finally building something in the new world that we have gotten with the Jungle Adventure game pack. So I cannot pronounce the name. I actually did forget how it's called, but I do have to say the world that comes with this pack is amazing. I love how it looks. I haven't been really on a hike or something, so I didn't really explore the temple or the hot springs, but I have seen like the scenery, the marketplace, and all those little places that you can reach without going through that, you know, that magical portal. And I think it looks really beautiful and lovely. So I knew I needed to build something for my Sims in this world. So today we are building on the 30 by 30 sized lots, and we are building a vacation destination home for more of the wealthier Sims. So this is a vacation destination home for Sims that have a little bit more cash than the normal Sim has. And I wanted definitely to go for a modern build. You guys know how I am. Modern is my jam. I love building modern things. So of course I needed to build a modern home here in the game as well. So it was kinda not hard. It wasn't hard. I actually did know what I wanted to do before starting the build, but I did need to make sure that it fitted in well with the surroundings. So I thought, how can I make a nice modern build look nice in a jungle? That was actually the hardest part. So I just was thinking about it a little bit on how I could do it, and then it hit me. What if this was a Disney vacation home? How would Disney do this? And the reason that I was thinking about Disney is Disney has these really beautiful kind of vacation resorts on their own by their own amusement parks, like here in Paris. In Paris you have Disneyland, and in Disneyland there are like 5 or 6 hotels, and they all have like a different kind of theme. So I thought, why not make this a jungle themed modern vacation home? So that is what it is, and I went with more of a temple kind of theme, especially with the materials that I'm using, some of the items that I'm using as decoration. So you can look at this as a vacation destination home that Disney has planted for their more wealthier and more luxurious kind of clientele. I mean, that's the idea behind this home, and that's basically how this started. So I did get the idea of opening up that section that you see by the swimming pool from James Turner, the Sim Supply. I don't know if you guys know him. You probably do. He's like the king of the Sims at this point. And yeah, he has really given me some inspiration with that beautiful open build that he did for the Jungle Adventures world as well. So he opened up 2 stories. I only did the lower section, and I used it for the pool area. So this is not the living room or anything like that. That's the pool area where you are gonna lounge. There's a bar and just a relaxing area, really. The living room and the kitchen and dining and all that jazz, it's all enclosed in a normal room, but there are lots of large windows there, and I think it's a really nice little place. So yeah, that is basically the idea behind this house. So my thoughts and yeah, just my overall thoughts about this new game pack. I love it. I absolutely love it. Usually I don't really am that positive anymore lately about the packs, especially the laundry day stuff pack. That was just not my thing. Also the toddler stuff pack, didn't really like that one. Outdoor retreat, not my jam as well. But this one I really love. I love the world. The world feels really nice. I also like the lighting engine that they are using. This is definitely a slightly different lighting engine than they use in, let's say, Willow Creek or Oasis Springs. Oasis Springs has also a different kind of lighting engine, which drove me crazy in the beginning, but now I'm learning to love it. But this lighting engine, I really like it. So everything looks more vibrant and just very good for this environment. So yeah, that the world itself is for me a very large plus point. And now coming to the build and buy mode items, I love the wallpapers, especially the bricks that I'm using. I love this very concrete looking wallpaper that I will be using in the inside. Gorgeous. I also like the new stairs. Those are like really stone looking stairs. I really do like how those look. Those are definitely very handy for outdoor areas that I will be using in like gardening and such. And I also like the floorboards. So the wooden floorboards are really nice. The tiling is nice. And then the overall furnishing is more on the traditional side. I do have to say it, but I did managed to implement it in this modern build, and you guys will see that a little bit later on, of course, when we starting furnishing. I really tried to balance out modern and traditional, but it looked okay. I think it all fits in really nicely together, and I think it's because I themed the exterior as like a temple kind of, you know, ruiny thingy with lots of ivy and such growing out of the building. It fitted quite nicely, the interior design. I'm happy with what I did, and I also tried to use as many items as I could from the new pack, but of course I did not use the very traditional looking windows. I only used these I don't know, those are like windows that you actually use, I think, in bathrooms. But I also liked how those looked in the downstairs area, so I used them downstairs as well. So yeah, that is basically my overall thoughts. I do like the furnishing in this pack. It is a little bit traditional, but I do like all the recolors. I like how it's shaped. I also love the kitchen counters. The only thing that I did miss was a kitchen island. There's no matching island for our counters, which is kind of sad, but this is something that James Turner from the Sim Supply actually already covered in his build and buy mode review, and I do know that the Sims team does listen to what he says, or I mean they take it in consideration, so they probably heard it, and I'm hoping that we are gonna get a counter because that would be awesome. Although I do think that if you do like a modern build like I'm doing right now, the modern base game counters does kind of match with the kitchen counter, so you can definitely use those. So as you guys can see, the houses take shape. I love how it looks. I love the landscaping, by the way. The landscaping and the swimming pool. So the landscaping and the swimming pool and the little ponds that I'm making, those are my favorite parts of the house. And I also like the ivy, or is it called ivy? Those green things hanging from the walls, I think. I don't know what it's called. I'm calling it ivy, you guys. But yeah, I really like the look of that. And I love that they are like, they come together in like a very large kind of thing that you can place on the wall, and you also have everything separate, so you can mix and match and make your own custom greenery that you can place on your walls. I love it. It is a really good idea. But there's also one thing that I kind of found annoying, and that was the the plants. There are 3 really nice looking plants that you get with the pack, and they are all combined together, so they are not separated at all, which I think is so annoying. They do it also in the laundry day stuff pack. They have a set of 3 as well. They did it in the backyard stuff pack. There's also a set of 3 right there. So it's a thing that does occur quite a lot in a lot of packs, but I just don't find it necessary. If I want to place them together, I will do it myself. So that was the only thing that I also not really liked, but all of the other things were awesome. So as you can see, I'm also doing the front section of the house. I'm making a little pathway leading up into that balcony area, of not a balcony, a patio area right there. So the patio area that this walkway leads up to is the area connected to the living room. And the fun thing about that patio is that it has no sunlight the entire day round, so you always have shade right there, and I think that is an awesome thing, because we have another patio area on the other side of the house, and there the sun is like the entire day, so that's like the exact opposite of the other patio area, which I like. So if you want to sit in the sun, you can sit by the pool side. If you want to sit in the shade, you can go to the area where the living room is. So lots of options. In real life, I think I would have been very happy with that setup. And it also makes that it's not gonna get too hot in the living room and kitchen area, because that is of course connected to that patio with very large windows, and you know, windows can attract heat, and so it's actually a nice design. Of course, Sims don't really get bothered by the heat. I don't know, is that like a thing? Can they get like a sunstroke now? I'm not sure. I haven't really watched the live streams, actually not at all. So I don't know what the new kind of gameplay things are. I do know that you can go into hot springs and that there is like a temple, but all the rest, you know, I don't know. I haven't played, I haven't looked at any Let's Plays, I haven't seen the live stream. I just want to be surprised with what's in the gameplay myself, and I'm probably gonna play around with my sim in this world this weekend, because this week I need to work, and tomorrow Selena is gonna come home from her 8-day vacation with school. So excited about that. I already began to bake her favorite things for when she comes home, because she's not gonna be starving, but she's definitely, I'm hoping she's missed maybe my cooking and my pastries, because I do love to bake cupcakes and cakes like the entire week around for the children to take to school. And this entire week, of course, she had to live from whatever was there on the vacation site. And it wasn't that luxurious, by the way. I think they stayed in like cabins. That's it. So they went to Austria, by the way, if you haven't seen my tweet about it on Twitter, where else? So my daughter went to Austria with her class for 8 whole days. So this is the first time that she actually went out of the country without me. So I was so very anxious when she left. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm hoping that they will arrive safe. Luckily they did, and then after that I could chill a little bit more, because I knew she was safe and sound there in the cabinet with her teachers and stuff, so that is fine. But this night they are gonna leave at 8 o'clock. So today at 8 o'clock p.m. they're gonna leave their cabin site and they are gonna go home to Belgium. And it's like a 10 to 12 hour drive. So they will be driving at midnight, and that makes me so scared, because I don't know, the idea of them all in a bus at night makes me a little bit anxious. So yeah, I'm not having the most great day today because it's like the only thing that I can think about, that I'm hoping that they are gonna arrive home safely. So if you don't mind, would you guys please just pray with me or keep your fingers crossed that everything will go okay and that I have my daughter home safely tomorrow. That is like the aim of the night. So yeah, very anxious about that, but I think it's gonna, I hope everything is gonna go okay. Anyways, as you guys saw, I did furnish the poolside area with the furnishing that we've gotten with the Jungle Adventures game pack. I'm also using it here at this patio area, and I decided to go with that very large, how do you call it again? That very large fireplace. I know that fireplace is very traditional looking, but for an exterior fireplace, I think it looks really nice. For the interior, maybe I couldn't really use it because of the modern kind of type, but for the exterior, I think it looks fine. So for the interior, I did went with the same kind of floorboards that we are using inside. At this point, we have a different color. I am gonna change it, like you see, and then here I'm playing around with the wallpapers. I'm just trying to look what's all in the game and how I can make it look nice, and I decided to go with this little corner right here. I think the walls, I think the wallpaper that I'm using here in the kitchen, that is a base game wallpaper, but all the rest of the wallpapers that I'm using throughout the entire house is all Jungle Adventures game pack. So you can definitely make an entire home with only this pack. You don't need anything else except for base game for the walls, of course. I mean, without the base game, you cannot place any walls, but for furnishing, wallpapers, landscaping, I think there's even a roof color. I think we've gotten a new roof color as well. So everything is in the pack except for terrain paint. There's no terrain paint in this pack, and I do use the Outdoor Retreat terrain paint outside, by the way. I use the base game and the Outdoor Retreat as a combination because I do like that terrain paint. So here's starting with furnishing the dining and living room area. So at first I was like, let's go for the very modern couches that we've gotten with spade. Those would have looked actually really nice, but because they are so oh my gosh, something in my throat. But because they are so white looking, it didn't really fit in with the color scheme that we were going for. And that is this blue kind of color scheme. So then I thought, you know what? Let's use the chairs and the couches that came with the new game pack, and then combine it with the coffee table from, I think that is from the fitness stuff pack. Yes, so the coffee table from the fitness stuff pack to give that really nice modern flair again. So I also used the fitness stuff pack wallpaper at the exterior, by the way. So the large bricks that I'm using is from the Jungle Adventure, and the more smaller bricks that are like horizontal, those are from the fitness stuff pack. So just a heads up, if you want to download it and you don't have the fitness stuff pack, you probably need to replace those wallpapers and the coffee tables. But I think you can replace it with like a nice base game, maybe wooden wallpaper, or if you have spade, there's definitely a substitute in the spade wallpapers as well. So you can check that out if you want to. So here, just starting to furnish, cluttering everything up just a tiny bit. I do try to make it look really sleek, not too over cluttered, because this is a vacation home rental, so you won't find any personalized stuff whatsoever here. It's just only normal furnishing, and I keep it very clean and simple. So if your sim is gonna rent this, they can add their own stuff, maybe unpack a little bit. So yeah, that is basically it. So what am I doing right now? Still adding in stuff so that it looks a little bit more cozier. And I do love these wall kind of, I don't know, there aren't really paintings, those wall decorations. So those square wall decorations that we gotten with the pack, I think those are really lovely. I actually use them quite a lot throughout the entire build, especially on the second floor, in the bedrooms, in the hallways. I use that stone wall decoration everywhere because it fitted in so nicely with the temple kind of lost theme that we were going for. So here I'm making the bar section. We needed a bar, of course. Come on, this is a luxurious vacation home. Of course we needed a bar. So for the bar I went with a normal kind of setup, you know, just the how do you call those, like whiskey bottles and stuff like that. And I decided to add in a mirrored wall just to give that, you know, that little hint of luxuriousness for this build. We definitely needed something a little bit more luxurious because this is a luxurious jungle vacation home. So yeah, I needed to amp it up just a little bit. And then here making a cozy little seating area. At first this was gonna be a normal seating area, but then when I started adding in, you know, the little tables and such and the chair, I was like, no, Mona, why not place a bubble blower? A bubble blower would have been way exoticer, you know. And I love using the bubble blower. My Sims use the bubble blower a lot, and I'm actually thinking of deleting the television when I'm gonna play with this house myself, because I did play test this entire vacation home. Everything is functional. The only thing that I found kind of annoying is when I started playing, the first thing that my Sim wanted to do was watch television. So she didn't want to go for a swim or anything else. No, she wanted to use the television. So I found that highly annoying. So if you don't like that, just delete the television, because then she won't use it. So this is the office, by the way. If you are wondering what the heck are you making, Mona, that is the office area where you can use the oh my gosh, the archaeological table. Am I saying that correct? I'm not sure. English is not my native tongue, you guys. So for me, some words are very hard. But I think it's called a archaeological... I'm just gonna stop here. Anyways, you can use the table if you went out exploring in the jungle and you found some really nice thing. You can use it right there. So yeah, that is basically it. Oh, and I didn't add in a computer. So the reason why I didn't add in a computer is the same reason that I'm gonna delete the television. I don't like when my Sims immediately go to the computer to play with it, because that is the only thing that my Sims like to do. In my other homes, I start up my game, I load up my file, and what are they gonna do? They're not gonna interact. No, they're gonna play on their dang computer the entire time. And that's also the reason why I don't have any computers anymore in my normal home. And in some homes I just locked the door. But I don't really need the computer for my Sims at this point. And everything that they want to do, they can do it from their phones. I can adopt a puppy from my phone. I can travel from the phone. They don't need it for their work, so that is fine. So no, I don't have any computers in my own personal game save. Anyways, what are we doing right here? We are furnishing the bathroom, and I do have to say, let me just take a moment and say, I love the wallpapers. The wallpaper of this bathroom tiling is so gorgeous, especially the colors that I'm using right now, so the gray and white. I can see myself using this wallpaper in a lot of builds that are coming in the future, because this is a wallpaper that I actually wanted for my own home. This is what I have been looking at for a long time, but these wallpapers are so expensive here. I cannot afford them at this point, and because we are moving, I am not really that bothered to really buy them, but I have been checking out these type of tiling for my own bathroom. It's just gorgeous. So yeah, very, very, very happy with the wallpaper, and the shower looks amazing. Also the wash, the sink that we are using right here. I love that there's like a glass bowl where you can wash your hands. Definitely a really, really nice thing that came in the pack. So yeah. Anyways, what else do I need to tell you guys? We're almost at the end of the video, by the way. So I'm definitely gonna do more builds here in this vacation destination. You can see this as part 1 or the first build of the let's build the jungle adventure world, because I'm definitely gonna make a home for all the lots. Probably gonna try to make them all in a kinda modern style. Maybe there will be one traditional home, you know, for the more Sims that like traditional, or maybe for the Sims that don't have that much money. I'm not sure, but yeah, I'm leaning to another modern build. I was actually thinking on making a romantic getaway bungalow for 2 Sims, of course, because if it's not 2, it's not so, yeah, you can have 3 and be romantic, right? But usually in a couple, a romantic couple, there are 2 persons, Mona. Anyways, I was thinking on making a romantic modern bungalow on the smallest lot. Let me know in the comment section below the video what you guys think about that. Also, leave your suggestions on what kind of lots do you want to see, what kind of houses, what kind of style in this world. Should I go continue the modern kind of vibe that I'm at, or should I more tone it down and go to traditional? Although I have the feeling everyone is doing traditional. I mean, I saw gorgeous things come by, but traditional is not really my thing, to be honest. Although I did saw Fry from Simproofed. I saw her make a vacation kind of, what is it? Resort. A vacation resort with like little bungalows. That is something that I actually do really like. So maybe I'm gonna attempt on making something like that inspired by her. Of course, she's such a large inspiration for me. I love watching all her videos. So maybe I'm gonna attempt one myself. Who knows? Maybe it's gonna look as great as hers, although probably not, but I can give it a go, right? Anyways, yeah, leave all your feedback and suggestions down below, and I'm hoping that you guys enjoyed the video. I definitely did enjoy building this one, and this is definitely not the last build that I'm gonna do for this world. Also, by the way, a little explanation before I'm gonna cut or shut off the video. The bedrooms. So the bedrooms that I'm making right now, I did went for a very typical, minimal, clean kind of look, because this is a rental. So there are no personal touches whatsoever, and that's why I also decided to not make a children's bedroom or a toddler bedroom. I just thought if you have a child or a toddler with you, you can pretend that you are going to rent like a cot for your toddler. You can do that usually when you travel with the toddler and you go to a hotel. You can rent a cot for that child to stay in, so you can just add it in with build mode. So just a little explanation. If you are looking for the children's bedroom, there is none. So I'm hoping that you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave your likes, and if this is the first video that you are seeing from me and you liked my babbling, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to see more of me. So I'm hoping that you guys are having a awesome day wherever you are, and hopefully I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.